So a couple days ago, I had this dream that we were driving by a lake, and I just saw this lake monster come out of the lake. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have to get a picture of this right away. And I had a GoPro in my pocket, and I told Dad to stop the car. But for some reason, he drove down like a hillside and went to the beach. And I was thinking, okay, that'll work. So I pulled out the GoPro, and I tried to get it to turn on, and it would not turn on. So I couldn't get a picture. And I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and it kept, I kept shutting it off because it was gone, and then it would appear again, and I would turn it back on, and it wouldn't work. So eventually I just gave up because it was gone. So we went home, and then I came back later. At least I assume we went home. I mean, I don't really remember being home. But then I went back to the beach later that night to try and get some pictures at night, and I was taking pictures with these two other guys. One guy was on a boat, and the other guy had a flashlight. And I figured that the flash from my camera would light up the water enough that I could see it. And I took a bunch of pictures because there was this huge shadow going by the water. And then I went home with my pictures, and I started to look at them, but my camera kept shutting off or giving me stock photos instead of the pictures I actually took. But I got a glimpse of a couple of them, and they were these weird, coral formations that could not have been in that lake. And it was, super deep. But the thing was, I never got a chance to look at my pictures of the creature because it kept shutting down on me or replacing the picture, and I was too scared the one time I saw it, so I was too scared to look at it, so I just shut off the camera and put it away, and I tried to show other people, but I couldn't because it kept replacing it with stock photos. But then I was reading an article on the internet later that day that was titled, How I Did It. And I just assumed that they probably had pictures, and I thought, oh man, those guys got those pictures first. And I didn't really read the article, but I said to my parents, those guys got the pictures online before I could. And either that or they brought a dead body back to life, because that was what the book was titled in Young Frankenstein. It was called How I Did It. So I just made that connection in my dream, apparently, and that's all I remember. And then I